Q1057 and 1035, the Capital Region's classic rock station. It's Caroli, and on the phone with me right now, my special guest, Dave Bucket Colwell. How are you, Dave?
I'm fine, Mike.
Intrigued about the history of Humble Pie and what you guys are doing today, and a couple of big shows happening in the area. You're going to be at the Big E, the Eastern States Exposition in West Springfield, Massachusetts. That's on Monday and Tuesday, so September 18th and 19th. So anyone going to the Big E, or even if you weren't, now's the opportunity to go and go check out Humble Pie Legacy, right?
That'd be great, yeah. I think we're on at 2 p.m. in the afternoon both days. Looking forward to a big crowd.
Absolutely. And the Big E is a great event. I've been many times. It's like any, state fair here in the United States. It's filled with carnival rides, entertainment, livestock, and fried food.
And some humble pie.
And some humble pie for dessert. Why not? So will you have an opportunity to walk around and sample maybe some of the, like a fried Oreo or a big, who knows what?
A fried Oreo. That's a real rock and roll diet, isn't it?
That's right. Well, believe it or not, they will have it. If they can fry it, it'll be there. So let's talk about Humble Pie Legacy. Now, we got bands like Aerosmith and Foreigner and a whole bunch of them doing farewell tours. What keeps Humble Pie going in 2023 and beyond?
Well, I mean, we're calling this tour the 50 Years of Smoking tour. We put the band together. I joined Humble Pie with Jerry Shirley and Greg Ridley and Bobby Tench in 2000, and we did an album called Back on Track. Greg, he got very ill and eventually passed away, unfortunately. So Jerry and I are really good friends, and we wanted to keep the music of Humble Pie alive. I mean, long time ago, Steve Marriott gave Jerry the name, and as long as he puts a kick-ass band together, so that's what we've done.
It's a long career that you've had, an illustrious career. What are some of the best and worst aspects of touring?
I do love it. I really do. I mean, I've been touring since I was 16, so I've always got a bag packed and a guitar in the hall ready to go. I've been very, very lucky in my career. I was joining Bad Company in 1990. I was with those guys for 12 years. And joining Humble Pie was great. I mean, they say lightning never strikes twice, but it certainly did for me because they're two of my favorite bands ever. That's
pretty amazing, a dream come true, but you've certainly earned it as well. With 11 Humble Pie studio albums, how do you choose what you're going to play in the set list each day?
Well, we're obviously doing, quite a bit from the Rock and the Fillmore because they were just such a fantastic live band, and that's what we're trying to recreate and measure up to, if you like. But I mean, with this 50th anniversary of Smoking, we're doing a bunch of songs from that. But we're digging deep as well, going back to sort of the earlier albums. Some of the songs that Humble Pie never played back in the day. It's to keep the music alive, really. And a lot of Humble Pie fans never saw the original band, I
think what you guys are doing is very important, and I think adding a legacy to the name is key because that's exactly what it is. This is the Humble Pie legacy. All these years, great songs, great musicians who have come and gone, and you're carrying on, and that's important, man. It's historic, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think so, and let's hope people, want to hear it. I mean, we did our first show last night, actually, in Virginia Beach, and you could just see the joy on people's faces hearing those songs, and I mean, they obviously knew them off by heart as well. It's great.
Maybe I'm just an emotional guy. That's what I love about music. It takes you back to a time, and a place, and it can be very definitive and very specific. Maybe it's some of the best times of your life, or maybe it reminds you of someone who has passed on. It could be any number of reasons.
Exactly, and America's so big, there's always somewhere else to play, and in the summer with these shed shows, etc. I mean, you see old fans, but they bring their families, so you get a new generation getting into the music as well.
As you mentioned before, you've been doing this since you were 16 years old. But if not for music, what would you be doing today?
Oh, good Lord, I'll probably be locked up somewhere.
3 meals a day, you're all set, right? Well, good thing that didn't happen, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Humble Pie, Big E in West Springfield, Massachusetts, Monday, Tuesday, the 18th and 19th of September. Now, 30 days in the hole, arguably the most popular song that Humble Pie ever recorded. And it's been covered by so many people over the years, the Black Crowes and Ace Frehley and whomever. What makes this such an artist's song?
It's just one of those perfectly written songs. Steve Marriott had a great delivery, and the singer we have now, Jim Stapeley, has that. I mean, no one's ever going to replace a voice like Steve, but Jim is definitely in that ballpark, and he's a 200% live wire on stage. He plays. It's the same lineup as the original band, 2 guitars, bass and drums, and Jim plays keyboards and harmonica like Steve did, and it's just a gas to play,
You mentioned before that you spent a lot of time with Bad Company. I think you and I probably met, but it was so long ago, who would ever remember, right? It was...
Well, I am blonde.
I did meet you. No, I remember doing a show with you guys, and it was on that tour with Damn Yankees. Were you on that tour?
Oh, yeah. I was, the Holy Water Tour.
Yeah.
So that was a really successful tour. It went for 2 years,
I think that time, the Holy Waters tour and all of that, I think that was such an underrated time for Bad Company, but such a great time for the band. And
It was, that was the first tour I'd ever done of America. I think the week before I left, I was playing in a bar in London, and the first show was like 12,000 people in America. It's like, whoa.
Wow, that's amazing. What was your first concert?
Humble Pie, Hyde Park, 71, I think. 69, sorry.
All right, favorite dinner?
I do like steak and chips.
Who's your best bandmate ever?
Oh, that's harsh. I'm in a band bus right now.
All these guys.
Mick Rouse took me on in Bad Company as his protege, really. So, we had such fun, and I learned so much from him.
What was your first car?
First car, blimey. Cortina Mark III.
What's the favorite city you've ever visited?
I do like going to Clearwater in Florida. I love it there.
Not West Springfield, Massachusetts?
Well, that's going to be my new favorite. I've never been there yet.
Your favorite hotel on the planet?
Oh, I do like a Ritz-Carlton.
What was your first job?
Shepherd. No, I'm kidding. I did a bit of graphic art, while I was finishing school.
Favorite movie of all time?
Oh, man. I do love Lord of the Rings.
And last one, what is the best venue you've ever been to?
I was just talking to our drum tech 10 minutes ago. I really loved playing Red Rocks.
Beautiful. Well, Dave, we wish you nothing but the best with Humble Pie Legacy. We thank you for your time and sharing some of your memories and insights into Humble Pie Legacy. And looking forward to your appearance at the Big E in West Springfield, Mass. Monday and Tuesday, the 18th and 19th. 2:00 shows, so don't get there late. Make sure you catch the whole show, right?
Absolutely. It'd be great to see everyone out there. Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having me.